Hello. For all of those of you who do not know me, my name is Erin, and I have actually worked for ULTA for over 10 years. My story actually began on December 17th, 2007. I was actually working at our Killdeer location when I received the phone call that changed my life forever. It was my doctor. He said to me, "Erin, the biopsy does show cancer cells. I need you to come into my office tomorrow to discuss your decision and your options." I walked out of the office that day and up to my then DM, Lynn, grabbed her by the hand and walked her to the office. When we entered the office, Lynn grabbed me and gave me a large hug. She knew the phone call I'd been waiting for all day. She looked at me and said, "Erin, take the next couple of days off and we'll talk tomorrow." I left work that day and sat in the parking lot for about a half an hour crying. I am 29 years old, and I am going to die. I never known anyone who has had cancer before and felt this was a death sentence. The next day, I met with my doctor, who had informed me that, no, life will go on, and gave me the options of a mastectomy or a lumpectomy, as well as the names of a plastic surgeon, oncologist, and a radiologist oncologist who I needed to meet with and determine where to go from after surgery, which he has actually set for December 27th. I sat in his office in a daze. I have cancer and I'm having surgery in 10 days. I was so glad that Josh, as well as my mother, who flew home from Florida just to be with me, were by my side, because to this day I still don't remember everything he said to me. I called Lynn and set up a meeting with her at McDonald's for the following day. I walked in and she had all the papers ready for me that I needed to sign up for disability if that was the path I needed to take. I, at that point, had already made my decision to step down as a GM. I felt it was unfair to the company to keep me in this position, not knowing what lied in store for my future. Lynn would not allow it. She had told me that she was going to see what she could do and work everything out to transfer me to a location that would better fit my needs at the time. From that day until Christmas, she spent almost every single day with me at my store, and her constant support and belief in me made me realize I was going to make it, and I worked for a great company. On February 12th, 2008, I had made the decision to cut all my hair off. I felt that if I could no longer enjoy it, why not donate it to Locks of Love and share it with somebody who could? I had made the appointment with Victoria, who took an hour and a half to cut my hair. She was unwilling to cut my hair for the last 10 years that she had worked with me, and this time she had no choice. It actually took her an hour and a half because she kept setting down her shears and walking away. Then came February 13th, my first chemotherapy treatment. I had my mother and Josh with me, and that was probably the hardest day of my life since my diagnosis. I sat in a large lounge chair in a room, surrounded by many of other women. It took Lindsay, my nurse, who actually stood by my side for the next 4 months of my treatments, half an hour to start my treatment. All I could do was cry. Why me? What did I do? I don't know what I did to deserve this, and that answer I will never know. My life went on for the next 4 months in and out of chemotherapy with side effects that I had never expected. You also have all the ones that most people are aware of, like you lose the hair on your head, you lose your eyebrows and your eyelashes, but you don't realize that you have other hair that is so important in your life. Especially the ones in your nose. Try to imagine a never-ending runny nose, and for those of you that have worked with me, you understand. The worst side effects, though, for me, however, were my memory loss in the menopause. Memory loss. I would show up to work and be unable to do simple everyday tasks like that I've been doing, like payroll. And I'll tell you, hot flashes are a nightmare. During my 6 months of treatments, I only missed 8 days of work, and 5 of them I had actually spent in the hospital. On August 1st, just this past August, just this year, it was my 1-year anniversary from my last treatment. And I realized that life still does go on from here, just in a lot of different ways. I never take anything for granted, and I know that life is way too short. If you want to do something, you need to do it. It also has created new fears in my life. There is not one day that goes by that I don't think about cancer and if it is going to come back. I also think about if I'm ever going to be able to have children and whether or not I'm going to give them this awful disease. But I have strong people around me that keep me moving forward, and for that I am grateful. Now, if I could invite on stage 3 people here tonight who stood by my side through all of my treatments and my battle with breast cancer. Josh, my fiance. Lynn Bueller-Brandon, my former DM. And Pamela Liebergen, my current DM. Josh, without you there for me for every treatment, forcing me to eat and drink all the water that the doctor told me I had to, I wouldn't have made it through. And Lynn, your belief in me made me a stronger person. I would never have made every day at work without you. And Pam, who took over my district in the middle of my treatment, thank you for never treating me different or special because I was sick. Sorry. I would like to honor all of my unsung heroes here tonight for standing by my side and always encouraging me to keep moving forward and making me believe that this was just a hurdle in my life and not a brick wall. Life will go on and it will be fabulous. Thank you.